Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I Ravindra Mohan Mishra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho am taking the class of Shastri II. Today we see the summary of Act 2 Scene 4 of the play Merchant of Venice. We have seen summary of Act 2, Scene 1st, 2nd, and 3rd earlier. Today we see the summary of Act 2, Scene 4 of the play Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare. In the scene, Gracino, Lorenzo, Salerno, and Salenio discuss their plan for Bassanio's dinner party and mosque that night. The mosque which the character discuss never occurs. This scene suggests a youthful and romantic background to the Jessica Lorenzo development, a mood which is clearly antithetical to the self denying and puritanical life of Shylock's household. All of the preparations have not been made. For example, one of the things which they have neglected to do and which must be done is to hire young boys to act as torchbearers for the evening so that the gala party will be brightly lighted. This is to be a special evening and all details must be considered. Gracino, Lorenzo, Sereno, and Serenio discuss Lorenzo's plan to elope with Jessica that night before the dinner at Bassanio's house. While they are talking, Lancelot comes on his way to invite Shylock to the party and he delivers Jessica's letter to Lorenzo. Lorenzo reads it and tells Gracino that the letter is from Jessica, explaining how he is to help her run away from home that same night. Lorenzo tells Gracino that if Shylock goes to heaven, it will be because of Jessica. Lorenzo hands Gracino the letter and tells him that Jessica will be his torchbearer for the masquerade. After reading the letter, Lorenzo is overjoyed and remarks that Jessica's fair hand is whiter than the paper it writ on. When Lancelot reports that he is headed back to his former master, Shylock's house, to invite Shylock to dinner on behalf on his new master Bassanio, Lorenzo asks Lancelot to secretly bring Jessica the message that Lorenzo will not fail her. Lancelot agrees. Jews are typically depicted as darker than Europeans. Notice how Lorenzo describes Jessica, who will betray her father and fellow Jews, as white. He seems to believe that Jewishness is more an aspect of personality than biology. After Celerino and Selenio leave for the party, Lorenzo tells Gracino that Jessica has told him how to get her away from her father's house and that she will be waiting, discussed as a page and carrying what gold and jewels she is furnished with. The continued attempt of Shylock is again voiced by Lorenzo, who believes Jessica to be more virtuous by turning her back on her heritage. Lorenzo sends Jessica a reply He sends him back to her with word that he will not fail her. Lorenzo then tells his friends that he has found a torchbearer and he confines to Gracino that Jessica is going to discuss herself as a page tonight and elope with him. Furthermore, she will escape with enough gold and jewels for a proper dowry. Lorenzo feels sure that Jessica, in a pig's attire, can successfully disguise herself as a torchbearer for Bassanio's party and not be recognized. Lorenzo's friends support his pursuit of Jessica and are happy to see he has received a letter from her. They will later assist him as he escapes with her from Shylock's house. The decision to hold a masquerade as a part of dinner mirrors the deception and discuss that will be necessary to carry out the elopement and also adds a touch of authenticity as such masquerades were part of Venetian culture. Even today, masked celebration remain a traditional part of the celebration of Carnival in Venice. Carnival is a Christian tradition that marks the week before Lent, the 40 days before the observance of Easter, which commemorates the death and resurrections of Jesus Christ. In the meantime, Lorenzo is with Gresino, Celerio, and Selenio, and they are talking about their plans. Once Lancelot has left, Lorenzo and others make plan to put a fake costumed show as a cover to hide the elopement. Celerio and Selenio depart, leaving Lorenzo and Gresino alone. Lorenzo then tells Gresino that Jessica's letter contained instructions on how to help her escape from her father's house, where she has stolen gold and jewels from Shylock to take with them. Jessica, Lorenzo concludes, will flee with them tonight, costumed at his torchbearer. It turns out that Jessica will not only abandon her father and avoid the traditional legal framework for getting married, she is also going to rob her father to provide herself and her husband with money. As in Bassanio's suit of Portia, romantic conquest and commercial gain are mingled. They all seek to think that stealing from a jade is no big deal. Again, Lorenzo says that they will sleep off and discuss themselves. However, Celerio reminds them that they have not arranged for the torchbearers. Lorenzo says that there is still some time for arrangement, and then Lancelot arrives with Jessica's letter. Lorenzo at once recognizes Jessica's writing. Lancelot informs him that Shylock is meeting his new master Bassanio that night for supper. Lorenzo gives him money and instruct him to go to Jessica and inform her privately that he will not fail at any cost her. Then he asks others if they are in for the plan. Celerio, Celerino and Selenio agree and then leave. Gracino asks if it is a letter from Jessica. Lorenzo says that he is compelled to tell him the contents of the letter. Jessica has planned to elope with him. She has also planned to take her father's money and jewels. Lorenzo, Gracino, and Celerino with Celerio discuss a plot. They have concocted that is not quite ready to be carried out. Lorenzo suggests that they sleep away during dinner time and discuss themselves, but Celerio points out that they do not have torchbearer, and Selenio thinks the whole thing is a waste of time unless it is really carefully organized. Hearing that Lancelot is planning to invite Shylock to dine with Bassanio, Lorenzo tells Lancelot to secretly deliver a letter. In the absence of Lancelot, Lorenzo cryptically announces that he is found a torchbearer after all. So Lorenzo instructs everyone to meet up the Gracinio's house later that evening. He is then left alone with Gracino to unfold the secret contents of Jessica's letter. Dear sweetie, please steal me away from my father's house sooner rather than later. Oh, and I have got some gold and manservants packed and ready to go. Lorenzo declares that any harm the girl comes to will be because she is the child of a faithless Jew and for no other reason, especially not her being a thief. Lorenzo announces that Jessica will be his most beloved torchbearer. At night, she will dress up as a servant and then come out as Lorenzo's perfect torchbearer. Lorenzo thinks that she will be the only reason if ever Shylock got a chance to go to heaven. In short, we conclude that this scene is very critical for the point of for the Lorenzo and Jessica for meeting. It shows that love is blind. In other words, we can say this scene teaches us that love is the way of life. Thanks. Good night, all of you.